Ambassador Sajjanhar, what can be a positive takeaway for Pakistan? Because coming from an Indian perspective, because of Pakistan's direct support to terrorists like Hafiz Saeed or Masood Azhar or Dawood Ibrahim, SARC is now defunct. Does Pakistan hope that it will get something from the SCO foreign ministers meet or from the SCO summit in July, which the groundwork of which is being prepared now?
Yeah, thank you very much, Gaurav. The way I look at it is that, even at the beginning, from the beginning of this meeting or the foreign ministers meeting, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari himself had stated that he had no intention of meeting Dr. S. Jaishankar. And he has also said that he wants to meet his counterparts from friendly countries. And obviously, he doesn't include India into in that category of friendly countries. Now, his deputy, Hina Rabbani Khar, has very categorically stated that he's coming here for an SCO, for a multilateral meeting, not for a bilateral visit. So there is going to be no bilateral meeting between the two of them. In any case, Bilawal Bhutto has miffed India hugely by using absolutely uncalled for words regarding the Prime Minister. And also, more recently, we saw the attack in Poonch area in which 5 of our Jawans were killed. Yes. So I think all building up, and Dr. Jaishankar saying that he is not going to meet Bilawal Bhutto. So I think it does not give any possibility, in my view, of any structured meeting between the two foreign ministers.
Okay.
The best that can possibly happen, Gaurav, is that Dr. Jaishankar, he is a very gracious host. He is well tutored in the art of diplomacy and protocol. And after all, he has hosted the dinner tonight. So he might, as a matter of courtesy, he might, reach out and have a small chit-chat, tete-a-tete with him. Nothing concrete, nothing substantive. But at least that can, sort of a conversation could take place, but I don't be able to make...
Fair enough. Geeta, you've been able to, you've been interacting with some Pakistani journalists on this trip. Have you also been able to interact with any of their diplomats? Is that permitted, or are they in an area which is a no-go area? What's the conversation like in the Pakistani camp about Goa, about India, about Bilawal's visit?
Well, I have been able to interact with Pakistani diplomats, as also with Pakistani journalists over here. Most of them quite senior journalists who have come here with the Pakistani delegation or ahead of the Pakistani delegation. And their sense, quite a few of them, Gaurav, surprisingly, are saying that there is a lot of criticism back home with regards to Bilawal's visit to India, questioning as to why, whether if it was needed or not, and what will Pakistan achieve out of it. But the diplomats and certain other quarters also trying to explain that this is not about a bilateral visit, this is not about India, it's about Pakistan engaging the SCO, trying to make its presence felt at the SCO. Pakistan will hold presidency of the SCO 2 years hence, and they need to prepare for that presidency as well. And that's the reason why there are 3 very important meetings at the SCO. That's the Council of Foreign Ministers, the heads of state and heads of government. And these 3 cannot be represented virtually, is the explanation that they're giving. Also, the bilaterals that are taking place on the sidelines would have been impossible for Bilawal to have done in Islamabad, meeting the Russian foreign minister, or for that matter his Central Asian counterparts. So those are critical meetings that are taking place on the sidelines of this ministerial. And that certainly is something that he's going to take back home in terms of deliverables from Russia, from other Central Asian counterparts, and certainly from China.
Okay, Arzoo, how important is Bilawal Bhutto Zardari in Pakistan today? Does he carry any weight politically? Is he pushing back against the army, or is he seen as a stooge of the army?
No, I don't think he's having some very strong position in Pakistan. Because not only him, in fact, जो पूरी government इस वक्त चल रही है, you can understand because of the establishment. And I feel that the Bilawal is in India just because of establishment and because of the pressure of China. Because China wants के India और Pakistan की terms थोड़ी better हो, so maybe that's why he's in India. So this is the main thing. But one thing more, Gaurav, I want to say is that in your intro, you were talking about Hafiz Saeed and Masood Azhar and all these terrorists who lives in Pakistan.
Ji.
So I just want to say that nobody can, arrest them or can punish them because they are very strong in Pakistan, and they have a very strong group. And almost everybody, like you can say that 70% Pakistanis and even establishment and agencies are supporting them. That's why I have no hope that they will arrest Hafiz Saeed or they can take anything against them, because this is not possible in this country, at least.
Okay,
In
but
Pakistan, I
Arzoo,
mean.
tell me, after action, and brave of you to say so, after what India did with Article 317 Jammu and Kashmir in 2019, the two union territories, even if statehood is restored, there is no way that, Pakistan gets to meet the Hurriyat. Hurriyat is now, it's so irrelevant. How does Pakistan intend talking to India at all? Or is India-Pakistan dialogue, Pakistan will have to come on a bent knee seeking dialogue, or there will be no dialogue?
No, I think that Pakistan wants dialogue with India because right now Pakistan wants peace with all the neighboring countries because they cannot afford any kind of conflicts or war, be it Afghanistan, Iran or India. Because I hope you all remember that Bajwa Saab, that former army chief of Pakistan, he said that we cannot go for a war with India because we don't have fuel and all these kind of things. But anyway, it's good for him that he said reality, and this is the fact that we cannot afford war with any kind of war with India.
And yet Pakistan will take no action against terrorists. So Ambassador Sajjanhar, are we to understand that Pakistan wants peace with India as a tactical retreat because Pakistan is on the verge of bankruptcy? So a tactical retreat, make friends with India, have trade with India, take all the benefit from India and continue to kill Indians in terror. Is that Pakistan's mentality? Because no action against Hafiz Saeed, no action against Masood Azhar, no action against Dawood Ibrahim, and yet they want trade.
Yeah, no, you're very right, Gaurav. I think what Pakistan seems to be suggesting is that they want to have the cake and eat it too, that they will continue with their mischief, with their activities across the border in terms of sending terrorists and creating problems here in India, and still they want normal relations. But I think this has been told to them time and over again, that there cannot be any normalization of ties, there cannot be any talk unless they put a stop to terror coming out from Pakistan.
Okay.
So I don't think saying that we want good ties with India, but then not walking the talk, I think that is what is the problem that has always been the issue as far as bilateral relations between India and Pakistan are concerned.